Hey guys, Yonder here, and welcome to Firewatch. I just got done playing She Wants Me Dead, and I cannot take any more of that game. So I'm gonna play Firewatch and calm my nerves, because this is a actually fairly relaxing game. And if you haven't seen my Gone Home playthrough, I actually would recommend you go and watch that first, because I am going to try and show you how those two games parallel each other actually extremely well. Janice Greenbrier might make an appearance in this game is all I'm saying. If you want to like make up your own like fantasy story about how those are intertwined or whatever. But here's Firewatch. New game. See, I haven't touched this game yet. I have seen the first episode of a couple of guys play this. I think it was Jeff Favignano was the first guy I watched play the first maybe 20-30 minutes of this game. It's another interactive story game. It's actually really, really good. Boulder, Colorado, 1975. You see Julia. I see her. Okay, I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I didn't think I was supposed to hit X. Whoops. She's about your age, a late 20s, laughing with the well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. I'm gonna try and stay, even though I'm drunk, I'm still gonna try and stay smooth. So I'm gonna go with, so what's your, major? You slur the word major and it smells like cores. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says, and I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours, she asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology? Was that a burn, you ask? She says, definitely. Worried she hurt your feelings, she asks you if you want to split a cheeseburger. 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. Score. Oh, snap, elevator? Is that my backpack? Pick up. Sweet. I'm gonna assume that my truck is the only one out here. Alright. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. I don't want a dog. It's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. You know, the shepherd named Mayhem sounds really, really enticing, but I'm gonna go with the Beagle Bucket, and here's why. Yeah, Shepherd's looks intimidating, but gentle-eyed. Mayhem is not going to be. I don't think Mayhem's gonna be as bulky as or as intimidating as you say he is. My neighbor back in high school had a pit bull, and people were terrified of that dog. That dog was the softest dog you'd ever meet. So I'm gonna go with the Beagle. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later, you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. 1979. You talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m., and the heat still radiates off of the high desert. What do you think about kids, she asks. Kids, they're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have a couple of little idiots. One day, why rush? She looks away, out towards the mountains. We have plenty of time, right? Speak for yourself, mister. Don't worry, you assure her. You tell her she has the body of an undergrad. My ovaries didn't get the memo, she says, laughing it off. One day, okay. Okay, one day, she says. 6 months later, you get engaged lying in bed on a Sunday morning. I actually really appreciate that. Like, it's like a simple engagement. I mean, yeah. I mean, a lot of people are into like the extravagant engagements, but it's not like, I feel like that's a show for everyone else. When the engagement should actually be for, you know, each other. Like, if that's what you guys do, then, and that's a special place for you guys, and then get engaged in bed on a Sunday morning. Two Forks region overview map. Don't forget to check in. Bears. Okay. Just gonna follow this trail. So I really love the art style of this game. 1980. It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. Ignoring her isn't gonna get you anywhere. I mean, if you don't express how you felt about it in that moment, then but getting mad, yeah, go ahead and express how you feel in that moment, I guess. I don't know. You call her an inconsiderate asshole. She tells you to go to fuck yourself and to not be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows you mean it and it hurts her feelings. I mean, 1981. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. I'm flexing like He-Man. You look awesome. Are my shoes untied? I can't see my laces. This is very gorgeous out. I mean, like I said, the art style in this game is just so unique. I haven't ever played a game with this art style before, and I'm loving it right now. I mean, it looks amazing. You don't need like top of the line graphics to make a good game. You don't. (1982) During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. I get wrist control. Bucket gets kicked. Fuck, the dog, Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confront your attacker. Let's see. Beating his face in is a little over the top. But how am I gonna scare him away? I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and murk him. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. How would I do that? Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay. You don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. 1984. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job. Associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Here, I would actually agree if she commutes back and forth, but the two videos that I've seen so far pick this. So I want to know what happens if I convince her not to take the job. You tell her that this means you two won't have a family. She says that's bullshit. She's totally right. She asks if her taking the job means you won't come with her. You say yes, again bullshit, but she decides not to take it. Julia is asked to leave Boulder on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. Okay, this is what happens when she goes out to Yale. So, these are both the same. She was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it? You make macaroni and drink wine and try and forget about it. Let's talk to someone about it. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. That's rough. A journal? Aw, snap. He meant, whoa. I got a baby dick. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. Good for her. Good for her. Oh no. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes she goes into a panic believing her dad is at the door. Wow. You tell her family, they are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple months. This is tough. I mean, I would be determined to take care of the person myself. However, if I'm incapable of doing that, if I'm incapable of giving them the absolute best care that's available to them, then I need to find that care. So I'm going to go with the full-time care facility. These decisions aren't easy. Yeah, in this game, yeah, you can make this decision in a split second, but in real life, you can't. I mean, that stuff weighs with you. I wouldn't know what to do, honestly. It's gorgeous. Ooh, a buck. Approach it very slowly. I need a picture. Picture? Camera? I don't have a camera. Come back! Is that Bambi's dead? Her family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder and move her there. You see her every day, then every other day. Yeah, I was afraid of that. You go out to the bar with your old friends. It's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, if you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I will cut your balls off. You slowly decide not to see your old friends that much. It might be time for a change of scenery. Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder to be close to her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it if you won't see a therapist. You won't. You've always really liked Susan. No, 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 no. Months go by. Bucket dies. Julia doesn't remember him when you tell her. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock in on you. In the back of your mind, you believe it's because you see her less and less. And seeing her less and less makes her forget you more, you think. Summer is coming, and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. Maybe this change of scenery will be good for Henry. Maybe he'll figure out how he feels, what he wants. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just play video games. And oh, it looks amazing. The moon. Let's see. What's up? What's up here? What's up here? Oh man, this is amazing. Dude, the art style. Alright, I'm gonna shut up about the art. Ooh, another tower. I'm gonna shut up about the art style. I'm sorry, guys. I probably missed the door trying to look at stuff. What's that? Was that my hand? That freaked me out. Oh, there's the door. Turn on the power. Boom. Lights on.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Oh, over here.
Two Forks Tower, this is Thoroughfare Tower. Come in.
Hello.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Let's see. You've killed 3 ex-husbands, rebelling against your mom.
Okay,
Let's go down.
You're probably just rebelling against a mom who wishes you had given her grandkids, by the sound of your voice, at least 15 years ago. You come out here and it really grinds her gears and you love it. Can I sleep now?
Well, she also says I fuck immature men, but in my defense, who wouldn't want a 28-year-old with ambition and energy and some fire in his belly in bed?
Me. I'm going now.
Second, now it's my turn.
What the fuck?
Okay, good night. Bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you. I say you got fired from your job and have finally decided to write your novel. That's the sort of bullshit reason you'll find a man out in the woods.
What?
Good night.
Welcome to the job.
Firewatch. Good opening scenes. Day 1. Loading, 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 loading. Jeez, the loading screen is killing me. Did it freeze? Nope, there it is. There, come on. There you go. Little bit more. Here we are.
Good morning, Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
Okay. I'm actually gonna cut this one here and start another episode. I'm out here for this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of this.